Hi friends, it's Danielle Lindner, and if you haven't seen me before, I'm a parenting coach, an educator, and a mom with tons and tons of experience helping children and caregivers find the peace in parenting. You know, parenting a rebellious child can feel like you're auditioning for the next season of Survivor, but you don't even get the luxury of being voted off the island. Rebellious kids, they test every ounce of patience that you didn't know you didn't have. But, before you wave the white flag, let me share a few strategies to keep your cool and your sanity. So let's start with the big one, understanding the why behind the rebellion. Young kids aren't rebelling just to ruin your day, I promise, even though it might feel that they are when you're stepping on Legos at midnight. Rebellion is their way of saying, I need to feel in control. It's not defiance, it's communication. Kids don't always have the words to say, I'm frustrated or I feel small. So they show you instead, whether you like it or not. And when they're fighting you on every little thing, take a pause and ask yourself, are they overtired? Are they hungry? Or maybe they've had like a super big day and it's just too much for their little brains to handle. A calm parent can work magic when they take a second to dig into the why. So here's another hard truth. Kids are like little lawyers and they're good ones. So if you let them argue their way out of one rule, they'll be rewriting your entire household constitution by breakfast. That's why clear, simple, and consistent boundaries are your best friend. When you say no, mean it. No waffling. No, okay, fine, just this once. Trust me, kids are like sharks and they can smell uncertainty from a mile away. But here's the thing, consistency doesn't mean being harsh or unkind. You can be firm and loving at the same time. It sounds like magic, but it works. Now let's talk about power struggles. So when rebellion strikes, it's so tempting to dig in your heels and think, I will win this. But guess what? Nobody wins a power struggle. Nobody. So instead of locking horns, lean into connection, get down on their level, make eye contact, and say something like, I can see you're really upset. Let's figure this out together. Connection is the antidote to rebellions. When kids feel seen, just like us, heard and valued, they are more likely to cooperate. It doesn't mean they're going to turn into angels overnight. Let's not kid ourselves. But it does mean fewer battles in the long run. Another biggie, model the behavior you want to see. If you're yelling, guess what? You're teaching them that yelling is how we solve problems. Instead, take a deep breath, count to 10, sip your coffee like it's the last thing tethering you to this planet. Kids are always watching, always. Be the calm you want to see in them, even though I know sometimes it is so hard. And finally, remember this, parenting a rebellious child isn't about winning. It's about guiding, connecting, staying consistent. Even when it feels like they're auditioning for the role in The Fast and the Furious Tantrum Edition, I'm telling you, you've got this. You really do. Stay calm, stay kind, and stay in charge. And when in doubt, remind yourself that this phase is temporary and the work you're doing now is shaping a confident, resilient, and compassionate little human. So for more tips on raising confident, empathetic kids, follow me for more. You're doing great. You just don't know it yet.